Hello, my monstrosities. Hello once again. Today I bring to you the Week 5 VCT 2026 America's Stage 1 review and my pick'ems for playoffs. So, uh, we have to talk about everything. I look, I need to know who this was. Like somebody, I can't say that. I can't endorse what I was going to say, but this is astonishing. Maybe I'm just that ass. Like, fine, I didn't get here before playoffs, but my goodness, can you blame me for some of this shit? Can you blame me? Week 5, we have Crew versus EG. And I'm sorry that I was so high on Crew, but I've also been high on 100 Thieves, so I didn't talk about it last week. But this was looking close. And EG had two new players. That said, though, if you do keep up with challengers or game changers, I say that like by looking at like other leagues, the players that they got for EG make sense. Uh the calling improved drastically. My goodness, was that calling so much better for EG. And I gotta admit, I'm surprised that Oki was the one that went. Like, don't don't know how that one makes sense, to be honest. But well, it makes sense for roles, right? It makes sense for roles. But I am a little bit annoyed that Oki left. Uh, because when he was on fire, he was on fire. And I know this is when people are like, "Oh, but a consistency, he was inconsistent." Because that's what people like cop out answer always is for a player that has like high highs and like fairly low lows. It's like, "Oh, but they're inconsistent." But then comparatively, nobody else was reaching those highs besides DGZN. So I'd rather have somebody with a higher skill ceiling and maybe a lower skill floor on those bad days than just consistently meh. Eh. So that's my thing. I usually try to be like, oh no, da 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 da, but I don't know, man. I'm a little bit miffed that Oki is off of EG. Crew, Les actually helped me figure out something about Vito, which is really funny if I ever get around to making that fucking video. So shout out Les from these last 2 weeks. Well, he's been doing it his entire time we've been seeing him in Valorant, but uh, Les is a very good case study of somebody to like if you want to know how to play Sentinel or a Sentinel, like no shit, look at Les, but it's you really have to understand the role deeply. So even though they did pinch through, right? Like it didn't look amazing for a bit there. And of course, I've already talked about how I am really high on Sadok, but that's that. Furia 100 Thieves. Look, it worked the same way it did for EG, where if you EG GE, if you look at those videos, you know that I've been rooting for GE and 100 Thieves, and I had to go with the system where it's just like, okay, wait, on this week I pred for them, they win, but then when I pred for them the next week they lose, but then if I pred against, like, gotta play that funky game, and it worked out. 100 Thieves secured a playoff spot. Happy for them. Furia still get to play the game. They already had their playoff spot. Um, more and more, I was going to say I'm more impressed with 100 Thieves, but it's more so they got back to what I know that they can do. Uh, I saw the sparks there, but I'm not entirely convinced by some of the things. Like, I do feel that there's still a lot of this is, you know what? I got it. I got it. So this is this is gonna be weird. 100 Thieves looks like they have the problem that Lev used to have, where it is, well, this is what the coach told you to do, and it looks good when it goes according to the book. But when things don't go exactly as planned, it looks fucked. So 100 Thieves do look more regimented, and that will work in some metas, won't work in others. I don't know. I'm glad they made playoffs, but I don't know how long that. It feels like the player personality is gone from some of it. It feels like they're doing somebody's playbook instead of their personalities in the team. And that's, even though I'm rooting for them, that does feel weird. Where it's like, this worked, but that's not how Asuna plays. That's not how Bang plays. That's not how Cryo plays. And when they do get their personality back, they win. It's like, wait, what the fuck is Asuna doing? Oh, well, he killed three, so, open the round. Fuck yeah. And it's like, wait, why isn't Cryo with here? Like, what is Cryo doing here? And then it's like, well, he did get three. Then it's like, wait, Bang is really trying to stick with this one timing right here, huh? And then it's like, but he got the clutch. So I don't know. I think they have to find that balance still. I'm glad that they won. This is quote unquote an upset for some people, but even though I prayed it for Furia, once they beat Crew, I knew that it was possible. Furia, I think they look fine. I think they are affected by Yoru more than I thought they would be. But no notes. I don't think it's any cause for alarm yet. I think that Artson is incredibly smart, so it'll be fine. G2 Cloud9, G2. So 100 Thieves reminds me of old Lev kind of right now, and G2, thankfully, nobody got too mad at me when I said it last time, but even more every week, it reminds me of old fucking Sentinels, which we'll talk about Sentinels, but this was my thing with old Sentinels, where it's like, that only worked because Trent exists. That only worked because Giacomo exists. That only worked because Valen exists. And the time. I am really sad that they dropped the harbor angle, but man, were they bad with it. So, you know what? There's a time for putting in practice the things that should work and a time for making your players comfortable. Cloud9, they got new players, and the new players look good. They look fine. Just give them time. Nothing really there. Whoo, man. Envy. MIBR. Envy. I'm sorry. Only, only in the fact that you actually have helped me have reason to now discuss. I've always said that Clove and Reyna are viable in pro play. Especially Clove. Reyna, maybe less, but I've definitely been high on Clove for a while. MIBR. They have gone back to what I've been saying. Those motherfuckers are not friends. Like, they don't. MIBR. Man, all the problems are linked together. MIBR are the vitality of Americas. Whereas like you, yes, not just super team, but like the personalities or whatever, they're just not doing shit together. I've been saying it this entire time for groups. They're not doing shit together. So there's that. Loud Lev. I'm gonna be real. I stopped watching because I thought Lev had it in the bag. Then they didn't, and Loud won. Loud look okay. Sentinel's NRG. So while I am spoiler, because I honestly don't know if I'll make this a video, but while I am incredibly disappointed with how Boaster and Fnatic didn't qualify for London, like I'm so deeply hurt by that loss. I am incredibly impressed by John. In my head, I only think that you can tell a good IGL when they can do things or look well. with almost a completely different roster. If you get a roster that has all stars and you guys win and keep doing things, fine. You have all stars. You're an IGO. You just so happen to have the role as IGO and you have all stars on your team. But it's a different thing to look as good as you do against the current world champions on short notice with new player, new players. Sorry, Jonah P just got here too, and a new coach. And to get it this close, I am incredibly impressed with John. And I think truly the John Kaplan breakup has been very good for both parties. I'm seeing Kaplan and M80 do things for like his players to make them comfortable and like, hey, we're in this situation, got to do that. Caillou does not have the right to talk about anything. I'm gonna be real, that shit was insane to me. I'm like, nah, that's a foul. But that's another thing. But John over here, the leadership's been fantastic. Has worked really quickly to get them to a spot. Maybe it's not all John. Maybe well, of course it's probably Ewok too. But I am so incredibly impressed by all of these people, all these players. NRG, uh, less impressed because it shouldn't have been this close versus Sentinels, if we're being honest. Um, yeah, I think NRG might become the new G2, where it's like, yeah, they'll make it, but they'll make it. So I don't know. They got some things. So with that, let's talk about playoffs. Who do I have doing what? And ooh boy, am I excited for Furia versus Lev. However, I think it'll really quickly. Despite all the upsets that have happened, I mean, I guess Furia and Lev did both get upset, right? Yeah, both of them did. Despite both of them having upsets, or both of their upsets, I think that Fury's upset makes more sense than Lev's upset in the long run. I think that 100 Thieves upset well, I don't know, man. I have some tinfoil hat theories there too, but I think that Lev's upset was a more genuine upset. Whereas, like, guys, did we just let Loud win? I think that's more my spiel there. Then we have G2 100 Thieves. And 100 Thieves' current playstyle and players is going to be. Fuck. Maybe be real with you. Past Cryo Bang Asuna hopefully on a duelist instead of some fucking Sage, Brim, whatever the fuck. Tim and Vora, you know what? Let me not, because Vora stepped up massively on this last week because he wanted fucking playoffs. So I'll give him that. But for most of it, though, I don't think they have the firepower to match up with G2. Valen does diff Vora pretty heavily in that regard. Tim the Jog, it's looking like Jog. Austin a Leaf, it's looking like Leaf. Who else we got? Baby Bay Cryo should be Cryo, and Bang. Am I forgetting Trent? Did I say Trent? Bang Trent. Um, if it's a clutch Bang, if it's a multi-frag Trent, I think. Unless Trent has util in the clutch, so I don't. That one goes weird. So I don't know, man. That's going to be a toughie. Coming down here, let's go to lowers. Lev NRG. think NRG realized they have some studying to do, so I think they'll lock in. Do I have left going 0 and 2? They're not that bad. I think it's just unfortunate. 100 Thieves Loud. 100 Thieves should be able to get past Loud. I believe they should be able to do that. Coming to the top, MIBR Furia. Oh man. It should be Furia. It should be. Crew G2. If G2 banned Lotus, and, well, they've dropped the Harbor angle so that their players can play things that they play. Yeah, let's do that. Let's say G2. Crew NRG. This one I'm far less certain on. If they go to Breeze, NRG should take it. If they go to Lotus, Crew should take it. Fuck. Who's going home? I think Crew have been exposed a little bit, and NRG have been. Crew have been on the decline, NRG have been on the incline. So we're going NRG, I guess. MIBR 100 Thieves. This is surprisingly close. MIBR has some things to figure out, though. Like, seriously. Like, we're back to when I said they need to be locked in a room together and do an escape room. Like, instead of taking trips to fucking wherever the hell Fnatic went to make a joke there, they need to be and doing escape rooms together, icebreakers, whatever the hell. But at the end of the day, it is a tough ask to get 100 Thieves, current roster, past Zekin, Aspas, Mazzino, Tex, Verno. That's a toughie. So that leaves us with Furia G2. Furia got hit by the meta, so we're going with G2. NRG, MIBR. NRG, MIBR. NRG. MIBR should solve their issues by now? Right? After a loss this week, and then a loss to Furia, their mental might be in the fucking gutter, actually. That might be the opposite effect. Damn, NRG might take it and give us Furia NRG. Damn, I think I have NRG here too. Oh my gosh, am I serious right now? That the plot is G2 NRG Furia? Just like kickoff, right? Am I serious? And I have Lev going 0 and 2? And I have Crew going 0 and 2? Am I serious right now? Damn, is there any flips? I don't see Lev getting past Furia. I don't. I can see a world when Crew gets past G2, but I don't think I see a world where Crew gets past both G2 and NRG. But I do see a world where NRG beats MIBR. Fuck, this is unfortunate. Because as you know, rooting for 100 Thieves and NRG, And Baby Bay. And Koala Noob. I guess so. I guess we're doing that. So, fuck. For all, oh, grand final. Who wins? Oh, fuck it. Go in G2, because why not? It's about time that they get to London and maybe they win something. So, we're doing that. We're doing that. I can't look at this any longer because I, I, I don't believe. I don't believe. So, yeah. If you like the video, like it. Got a comment for me, comment. And until next time, peace out, my monstrosities.